Hey everybody, what's up? Joseph Mogavero here. I'm just out for a walk in the forest and I felt like talking to my phone. So, it's a beautiful day out, September 14th. It's about 2 o'clock. It's peaceful. I learned a little bit over the weekend. G. Edward Griffith, this guy, so smart. Let's talk about this LIBOR scandal, like unbelievable stuff, So supposedly it's like the watermark's supposed to determine how much like competition the banks have based on their like financial solvency, but now we find out that this is publicly available knowledge too, that the banks were actually they're colluding with each other just to raise their own interest rates or make their own interest rates. They're just pretending that they're worth more than they really are. The whole economy, it's a fucking Ponzi scheme, And then, Edward Snowden and all this stuff, the NSA. What is the NSA doing? They're looking for fucking guys in a cave in Afghanistan. Yeah, right. I don't fucking think so. G. Griffin, he asked some good questions, right? He's like, we got this group. It's like, it's just a cartel, right? What's a cartel? Simply government, businesses working together in secret to eliminate competition and maximize profits, right? Cartel is just, they're a fucking cartel. It's crazy. Got the NSA putting people under surveillance, and what do? They just, so much power. They can basically just do whatever they want. No opposition, right? You can listen to every phone call. You can hear everything everyone's saying. Anytime anyone tries to, tear you down, they'll just take you out. That's what we see, Bunch of banker suicides. It's crazy. Today, like US dollar is like the world reserve currency, right? You got a US dollar. What does it say on it? Federal Reserve note. What does that mean? What's a Federal Reserve? What is a Federal Reserve note? It's fucking garbage is what it is. It's paper. That's all it is. It's a fucking, you know what a note means? A note in the financial world means an IOU. It means they owe you money. You take out money from the bank, it means the bank, the Federal Reserve, they owe you money, People think money's like honorable or something. It's a bunch of fucking garbage. You think if you save money, you can like store this wealth, accumulate wealth in like a bank account or something, whatever. You think you can like retire off that. Yeah. You see, it's a good thought, but what you don't realize is it's just not good money, right? It's a money system. It's not a good money system. It's fiat money system. It's fucking terrible. It's not backed by anything. It's just these people are just scammers. It's absolute fraud. Money, it's supposed to be a measure of value, right? Like we measure everything, measure it in comparison to different things. The dollar's supposed to be the same over time, right? So it's just the same 1 year and 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, and fucking 100 years. It's supposed to be the same. It's not. 5% inflation. It's crazy. Crazy numbers. It's supposed to be backed at gold or silver. It doesn't really matter what's backed. You can back it in fucking used bike tires. It doesn't matter. As long as it's something that takes people's energy to produce. But once you take the money away from anything of intrinsic value, you could just, create it from politicians, just raise their hands. They're like, oh, let's print $1 trillion today and $4 trillion tomorrow. It's no longer a measure of value. It's just a trick. These people are fraudsters. It's worthless. Well, it's not worthless, but it's just worth what people are willing to pay for it, you know, or accept for it. It's just worth that, you know. Like everything, it's all a Ponzi scheme. What's happening? Let's go down here. This looks cool. Oh, let's fall in some water. Like Federal Reserve notes. Just a fucking IOU. They give you a note. It means the Federal Reserve owes you money. It means they're supposed to pay you back. It's an IOU. That's all it is. You know, issued by the Federal Reserve. Is the Federal Reserve like an agent of the U.S. government? No. It's a private bank. They're private. Not issued by the government, issued by a private bank. That's what it is. It's a private bank. Are the private banks ever going to pay back these notes? No, never. Yeah. You know how they'll pay it back? They're going to print more notes, and that's how they pay it back. See, that's what the trick is. They force you to use these notes. It's fucking garbage. You know, it doesn't matter how worthless they become. You still have to accept them, and the fucking Federal Reserve still has to pay them back. See, you don't teach any of this in school. You don't, like I graduated high school and no clue how to balance a checkbook, you know, no clue how to do my taxes. Teach you fucking nothing. If they taught you this, people might get angry, so I can't teach you this stuff. You know, there was multiple attempts that tried to make the Federal Reserve, right? 1914. Yeah, long story short, the whole world's a fucking Ponzi scheme. That's alright. You know, we have our investments, and we're just gonna ride this thing out. You know, fucking world's ending. It's like you're starting this new one world government or whatever, this new world order. It's fucking crazy. Gotta get the jab. There you go, get your vaccines. Experimental vaccines, everyone's gotta have it. Craziness. Can't leave the country. Gotta have your vaccination. Papers, please. These people are fucked. Like, you know, like Israel, they're the right, they're the model. Israel's the model, right? These people in Israel, I really feel bad. I feel bad for the people. You know, all my friends and family, all these people, everyone who's been vaccinated. I feel, you know, it's I feel bad for you guys. It's like, I don't know what they're doing, if they're trying to like track people, if they're, you know, it's just. They're just trying to like kill people, like just like there's too many people or something. I don't really know. for sure. Can't trust anyone these days, you know. It's censoring, all this information being censored by the media, you know, social media, you know, the government just censoring information. Doesn't matter what government, all the governments. It's crazy. There's a few governments that you know, they're saying in these, like, they're talking about censoring of information. It's like, but I don't really hear much about it because it's censored. It's all big tech and big pharma. It's people, it's the banks, big pharma, and big tech. You know, like what Bill Gates in 2018 November, the guy invested a few billion or something into Pfizer's vaccines, into the COVID vaccine, and right before the pandemic. You know, wow, crazy. Investing $20 billion within the 10 years coming up to this pandemic into vaccinations, and expecting what is it, 40 times return or something. I think he said he was expecting on I think that was on Bloomberg. He did Bill Gates did an interview. It's crazy what's going on these days, yo. Like, honestly, anybody, you watch the news, they're just like, you're better off watching nothing. There's a bunch of dirt bike jumps here. Some guys just fixing the path or something with a shovel. This place is great. Love it down here. Walk down here at least like 3 times a week. Can't not, you know. You gotta have these things that keep you level-headed. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of chaos everywhere.
Of us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I used to come down here when I was a little kid. My dad, my brother, and sister would bike around. There's all these jumps and shit. Anyhow, what was I saying? Something about banks or something? Or big pharma, big tech, all these crazy bastards. You know, banks are on their last legs, right? Soon there's not going to be any banks. Like, they're just like, they're hanging on by a fucking hair. A very thin hair. A thin thread. You know, these people are fucked. You know, I'll tell you why. You know, your pension, your mortgage, basically all of money is just bullshit. You know, there's a small percentage of money that's paper money, these IOU banknotes, whatever. The majority of money is digital, and it's been digital. There's these fintech companies. They handle all the money. Banks don't handle money anymore. They hire computer scientists too. All the money is handled by the computers. It's all in the computers. The computers are running these algorithms and these programs that are buying and selling the money every fucking second, a quadrillion times, you know. Get a trading bot. That's what, you know, you invest your money anywhere. Almost anywhere that you invest your money. You know, one of these, you know, they're just gonna trade it, right? The fucking computers, like, it's just an operating system trades your money. It's like we need computer scientists. keep losing the tracing. It's better. Here we are. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when it started, it was right on the opposite side. There. Right where that huge broken tree is, we're basically over there we started. It was all the way around. Yeah, look at that. Let's get that. Almost got killed by a mountain biker. Not the first time. One time we got smoked by a mountain biker. I was walking on this trail. I was just out for a stroll, you know, listening to music, whatever. This mountain biker was just flying. Just smoked me. I think he did a front flip over me or something. I thought I broke a rib. Probably did. Who knows? It's a little dangerous. Jokes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do these every once in a while, these little walks and talks. I don't mind. Who knows? Let's see how it goes. I'm also gonna be doing some more financial videos. Gonna be putting up some stuff about the current situation, what I'm invested in, what I'm longing, what I'm shorting, what I think the market's looking like, where I think it's gonna go. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Or do. I don't know. Do whatever the fuck you want. You do you. I'm gonna do me. I don't know if you guys noticed, we got Klaus Schwab of the Economic Forum, the World Economic Forum. Like, I don't know, they haven't been talking about much economics lately. Klaus Schwab is talking about how, you know, he's the guy who like started it or some shit. It's like, he's like, you'll own nothing and you'll like it. Guy's crazy. What the hell? No one's gonna own nothing? No one's gonna own anything? Okay, I like owning things. You know. I don't know. It's talking about a new world order. They're saying it's a new world order. It's like these fucking 3-letter organizations. You know, these places, you know, all these things were started around World War I, World War II, you know, and they implemented these fucking passports and this nonsense, you know, like most people don't realize, you know, you're just born and you just think that, oh, I need a driver's license to drive a car. Oh, I better get my passport so I can leave the country because, you know, you gotta be tracked all the fucking time, every goddamn day. Like, there's no fucking privacy at all. Not whatsoever. Not people don't even realize. Everyone I talk to, they're all living in the past, you know. These people, everyone's living in the past. Talk about technology and they think you're crazy. They're like, people don't understand with technology, you know. Some people are actually like interested in technology, you know. It's like people think you're crazy stuff with technology. It's like all these like anti-science people. I just don't get it. Yeah, people are all anti-science nowadays. You talk about nanoparticles, they're anti-science. You talk about 5G, it's like, oh, they think you're crazy. You're wearing a fucking tinfoil hat or some shit, you know? The 5G argument's interesting because, like, you know, these doctors, these scientists who, like, they work with these 5G devices and these frequencies, and they're talking how the, you know, in the lab setting, that the environment they work in, they're not allowed to use I don't know. They're talking about the amount of radiation that's allowed for these devices to give off in the lab setting is nothing compared to the amount that's being given off and, like, being sent directly to your 5G cell phones and beamed, because, you know, that's how 5G works. It just beams right to your phone straight from the satellite. You know, it's not like, I don't know. Apparently, it's no good for you. You should really listen to the people who work on these things, right? Because, you know, there's a hierarchy to things. There's, like, you know, there's consumers who just consume the product, right? The end user, the person who gets taken advantage of the most, right? So don't listen to the consumers. Consumers are idiots. They just they like products that look flashy or feel nice or whatever. Most of the time, the product's just garbage. Consumer products. But, you know, there's consumers, and then there's enthusiasts, right? There's people who, you know, they make videos about stuff and they talk about the product and maybe a little bit of the back end of it and how it was developed, and they know facts about the product, like actual facts that are useful, you know, like those are enthusiasts, people who are enthused by the product, they're into it, you know. And then there's I try to listen to at least enthusiasts. The enthusiasts are higher, you know. There's enthusiasts, and then there's, like, the developers, the people who actually are building the product, they're making it, you know, and the manufacturer, and those people, they give great opinions on you know, on what the whole deal is with these things, right? They know what they're doing. They're working on it. They're doing everything. So you should listen to these people, the people who actually are working on the stuff, you know, like, because they're just being paid to do a job, and if they don't like the job that they're being forced to do, they'll tell you something about it usually, unless they're being paid a real lot of money, you know, like a whole lot of money. But, you know, you should listen to these people when they're saying, like, oh, you know, we were doing this and that, and this wasn't followed through, or they told us do this, but really we should have been doing this and this. You know, you gotta listen to these people because the people who are giving them a job and telling them what to do, you know, they just want that job done, right? They don't care how it gets done, or they just need money, you know. It's all about money, right? It's like crazy. It's like virologists, scientists, you know, these people. All their information is being taken down. Yeah, they're giving good information, talking about real things going on. It's like, nope, can't have this. Can't have fucking decaf. Oh, fucked up. I don't know. I think this might be just about it. Half end's not too far from here. I think that's going to conclude our walk for today. Anyways, everyone have a great day. I love you all. Stay safe. Don't watch the news.